Today the data frame and its different aspects as well as with the series. Okay, so basically today we are going back to the once more the Python programs and all the different type of series programs and all is there. So this is just programs on series that you can see out here. Okay, so what is the thing, what is series actually? If we want to find out what is series is actually a one dimensional structure. Okay, it is actually one dimensional structure. It is also having its index like data frame. Okay, and data frame is having actually the two indices. I mean to say that is one is row index, another is column index. Fine. So but here only the row index will be operable. Understood? So that is what a list has been taken out here. You can see easily 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and print S1 into 2 means it will replicating the list twice. Alright, that's the thing. So the into star operator, which is actually used for numeric multiplication, here is actually working on the object in order to replicate. It is not doing any mathematical operation as such. Okay, and here the similar thing is happening S1 into 2 if you are doing. In that case, what will happen? The series will be generating twice. Okay, so if I am executing this program, you can easily understand you can easily analyze the output of this particular program. Fine. So how it will be? Now let us see. Okay, so when the output console will come, then we will be able to find out what is actually the difference on this one. In fact, in both cases, no mathematical operation will take place. Okay, when you have given the star symbol. Okay, star is actually used for mathematical multiplication. All right, so that thing will not be possible. Okay, out here. So how the output will be generated? Okay, now you see out here. Okay, so import pandas as PD S1 3 4 5 6 7 is the data type. Okay, that is a list actually been taken, and S1 into 2. So that's what the quite rightly this particular documentation has been given. Replicating means what? Replicating means what? Creation, recreation. Okay, it is creating again and again. All right, so if you are giving S1 into 3, then what will happen? 3 times it will be replicated, but here I have given 2. That's why twice the set of data set will be replicating, and here also the same thing. PD.series also will do the same thing. S1 into 2, the similar thing will happen, but here in this case the what will happen? The index will be generating twice. Okay, so that means the first index it will start from 0 0 1 2 3 4 5 and then again 6 7 8 9. So altogether 10 index will be generating in this case. Okay, so automatically what will happen? The values will be distributed in the respective index. Okay, that is the thing. So you can see out here the twice the value has been generated 3 4 5 6 7, and here also the twice the value has been generated, but here against the index. Okay, so the index has appeared over here. Okay, so that is the thing. So you can see that size is actually the mutable, as you can say that size is mutable. Okay, so this particular thing is 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Altogether the 10 indices has been created, and then you can see out here. Okay, so these values again printed, so altogether twice the value has been generated. Fine, that is the things, and it has been distributed with the respective indices. So if you are coming to this part actually, particular thing, so you can see out here it is like series can be created. What is a series? It's like a one dimensional array capable of holding data of any type, integer, string, float, Python objects, and can be created by using its constructor. Okay, constructor means what? It is actually registering an object. It is actually initializing an object. Okay, and an object is what? It is actually a chunk of memory that has been registered to keep a set of data or a group of data into the memory. Fine. So now this series can be created using array, dictionary, and scalar value or constant. Scalar value means like that is just a value, nothing else. All right. So the series constructor, if you want to concentrate, if you want to see out here, this is the series constructor. Actually, we call this one as a series constructor. Fine. So series, that within bracket this has been taken. So this is actually constructing the object of series has been initialized under df, and then when df has been printed, so it has been replicated twice. All right. Okay, so that is the thing. So now next we are going to another program. So that is also basically on a how an empty series can be created. This is just an empty series. Don't consider these two lines. Okay, just now. So I'll come to that one also. Just I am removing these two lines right now. Okay, so just to create an empty series. Fine. So empty series is what? The series which do not where there are no values. Okay, or no entities are there. Okay, so that is called an empty series. So if you are executing this, how it will be, let's see now. So it will just display the series. Okay, series with an empty array. Okay, so just I am modifying this one, and it will be appearing over here, okay, in the same window. All right, that is the thing. So now what is happening in fact, you see out here the output, just we are executing. Okay, so it is actually giving some error. Okay, so what is there, this idle error is coming. So idle error easily can be removed. So just closing this window once, and then just coming to that. Okay, just a minute. So how it will be done, let's see. First let's see, someone has joined maybe. Okay, Sandeepan has joined. Yeah, okay. Hello Sandeepan, good afternoon. So good afternoon, you are a bit late. Okay, so good afternoon Sandeepan. A bit late. Okay, just I was explaining something, that is that how to create an empty series. Please come to that. Okay, first of all, then let us a little discuss. Okay, so this is just an empty series actually. Okay, empty series means that series do not have any kind of elements. Okay, so if you are talking about what is series, series is actually, the definition of series is like this. Okay, you see out here, this I'll just come to the definition. See, this is actually series. It is a one-dimensional array capable of holding data of any type: integer, string, float, Python object, etc. And series can be created using constructor. Okay, that is the constructor, means constructor actually initializing an object of a class. Okay, and it is actually, and what is an object? Object is actually a chunk of the memory that is being registered. Okay, and it will hold a group of data, that is called an object. All right, hello, can you hear? That is actually okay, now can you hear me? Hello. All right, so yeah, this is a Panda series actually. Okay, so and Panda series can be created by using an array, dictionary, and scalar value or constant. Okay, scalar value means simply a value. So if you just come to the bare the property of the Panda series, so it will be like this. So we have gone through already this one. Okay, so now you see out here, just a minute, I'm coming to this. Yeah, no, just a minute. So what is happening in fact, so just this is actually Panda libraries that we have done already. Okay, so a few things we have done, and this is the basic features that is also being done. And now see out here, this is the Anaconda and all. Anaconda means like this here, these are the different steps to install the Anaconda and all in order to work with NumPy and standard Python. Okay, so it does not come with NumPy, and Panda does not come with a normal Python. Okay, it has to be installed either by using Anaconda or by using the pip command. So once again we are coming back to the series ones. What is the series actually? Yes, here is the series. You can see out here the structure of a series. Okay, and its basic features. Okay, that is the thing. So what is series? Series is like a one-dimensional array like structure with homogeneous data. You can see that like array, they have also here taken out some a single reference, you can say, and it has been divided into several things. Okay, only the difference between list and array is that, and data frame, that it cannot hold the heterogeneous data. It can only accept the homogeneous data, and size is immutable. Size you cannot modify, and whereas the values can be modifiable because it is actually the data is mutable. Fine. So now in this particular program, so now you see that how we do it out here, how the manipulation will to be take place. Okay, out here. Okay, so first of all, what I have done, I have taken a list. Okay, I have taken a list. So we have told already that data can be, series can be created from ND array, from scalar value, or from any kind of this thing, what you call dictionary. Okay, so the thing is that here I have just taken a list. This contains some scalar values. Okay, this list has containing some scalar value. Okay, now this list has been converted into NumPy array by using the array command, which we had seen earlier, okay, and afterwards it has been converted into a series, okay. So here I have used the pandas alias as P series only, okay. I had not used the PD out here, just to demonstrate that apart from PD also you can use anything. All right, so that is the thing. So now I am executing this particular program. Now you see how it will be execution, how the execution will take place, okay. So here you will see that what the series will be created with the values 2 3 4 5, which has been previously defined under a list, okay. And this list, these 2 3 4 5, all the values are called scalar values, fine. And finally this has been printed along with its index, okay. So that is the thing. So in list and tuple, whenever you are printing, no index will be displayed, okay. It will just value, the thing is that it will just value the things. Oh, I'm sorry, here the empty series has been printed, okay, because we had not initialized the series inside it, okay. That's why. And then I'll just initializing it, and then I'll just tell you, okay. Just I'm taking the T over here, okay. So that is actually the empty series, okay, because if a series does not hold any value, that is known as empty series. Now I'm executing. Now you will see that this array element also will be included into that. That's why we need to always use the constructor. If you are not using the constructor, in that case what will happen? What will happen? The it will not contain anything, and it will show you just a null object, just as a null object, okay. Do you understand what I have said? Hello, Shandipan, do you understand? You see out here, see the difference, okay. When I had given only the series, this one was appearing, okay. Now it is happening what? 0 1 2 3, and the respective values also has been appeared, fine. So this way you can create an empty series if you don't give anything, and if you are giving whatever whatever you give it in the series constructor, that one also will be printed, okay. That is the thing. So now I am slowly going to that one, okay. Another program, okay. So this is what the replication, okay, of panda series, okay. So this is the list has been taken in S1 into 2, okay. This is the S1 into 2, that is the replicating the list twice, and this is PD.series S1 into 2. So you see, the both cases the replication will take place, but in different way. What is the difference? Now let us see, okay. When I will execute this program, you will be able to see this, okay. So watch it, what is happening. So here, though even I am using the asterisk operator, no multiplication, no numeric multiplication will take place, only the replication. Replication means recreating, okay. So it will be created. Suppose I have given S1 into 2, then it will be recreated twice, okay. If I am giving n to 3, then 3 times the particular thing will be recreating. And the in case of series, what will happen? Index will increase in number, okay. You see out here, indices have been increased, okay. See out here, first of all 5 values were there, 0 1 2 3 4, this series has been done, okay. Then 3 4 5 6 7 again recreated, but with just different index like 5 6 7 8 9. So this is the list, and this is the thing, this is the series. So you can easily understand, well, by using a program you can easily understand, or you can easily distinguish the difference between the list as well as the series, fine. So that is the thing. So in this way you have to do actually, okay. So you need to analyze the outcome, okay. You have seen these things, okay. That is the thing. So now this particular thing, okay, you can easily understand. So if you are giving a 3, it will take 3 times. If you are giving 4 times, in that way, okay. So this is the kind of program that you must understand, where you will have a scope to understand what is the difference between list and series. You can see easily, list does not contain any subscript, whereas the series contain subscripts. That is also single subscript. These are called single subscript because it is a one-dimensional structure, fine. Achha. Next I am coming to another program. You see, this particular program you see out here, okay. All the documentation has been given. Could you please understand it or not? A program on series data manipulation. Series data manipulation means here when I am using, this is actually known as operator overloading. Here also I am making plus. Here also I'm making plus. Okay, this is the operator overloading, an example of an operator overloading. How? Plus operator has been used out here in order to do the concatenation. Concatenation means joining. Okay, joining of values or joining of objects or whatever you say. Okay, and here what is happening? By using the series constructor, I have initialized the series S1, and that has been converted into a into an object, panda object. All right, and df2 also the same thing, series 2. But when I have written df1 plus df2, the numeric addition have taken place. Numeric addition has taken place. Now let us analyze the output once, so we will be able to understand the purpose of this one. Okay, so this is actually a kind of data manipulation in Python data frame. Fine, that is the thing. So now you see out here, so how this is to be done. Okay, how this is to be done, how the output is actually appearing. Okay, that is the thing. Now let us I will take it away from here. Okay, so you can understand. Okay, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 will be joined directly with 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. This is not an addition. Okay, you see out here 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 simply has been joined and displayed. All right, whereas this second one, when I have written print df1 plus df2, then what happened? 3 plus 5, 8, 4 plus 6, 10, 5 plus 7, 12, 6 plus 8, 14, and 7 plus 9, 16. So what happened actually? Here what happened? Here the addition has been taken place, and that is also the numeric addition. Do you get it, Sandipan? Do you get it what I have said? That is the way to understand, analyze a program. So when you analyze a program, you will see that different thinking, different creativity will come into your mind. All right, so and you will be able to understand what is the purpose of this and what is the purpose of that. All right, that is the thing is happening. All right, so that is the thing. Okay, so this is a kind of output. So even if you want to further want to judge it in different way, you can give here numeric. I can make here the remark actually out here. This is the documentation actually. Okay, multiplication. Fine, multiplication. All right. So now what you do actually, I'm just executing this particular program. Okay, and clicking on OK. Fine. So this is the way of execution of a Python program. Always whenever you need to do some change it, but at the same time you must save it, and then you go for execution. You can use the F5 function key also in order to execute the program. All right, so that's what the thing. Okay, so now you see out here whether the multiplication will take place or not. In a similar way, the other two basic operations of maths like subtraction and division also will be possible. Okay, whenever you will use those specified operator. All right, that is the thing. So here I have given the what? Numeric multiplication. All right, so you see out here whether it is correct or not. 3 5s are 15, 4 6 are 24, 5 7s are what you call 35, and 48, 6 8s are, and 7 9s are 63. So this has been quite rightly executed, is not it? Okay, that is the thing. So now let us see some more programs. Okay, some other program also is there. Okay, so just coming to that, this we have done also. This we have done also concatenation, that is a numeric multiplication, and this is the for the empty series. All right. Okay, this is for the empty series, but now it is no longer empty since we have given this one. So I hope you understand these three programs. Yes or no? Any doubt regarding these three programs? Huh? So if you want, you can write these three programs along with its output also. All right. Okay.